Hello everyone, today I had great pleasure to speak with Jain. She's a coach and she's also author of the book One Notch Up. Hi Manny, it's great pleasure to have you in our community.
Pleasure is all mine, Ed. Thank you so much for inviting me over and giving me a chance to speak to you.
So, Manny, can you share a little bit more how you became coach, publisher, and what is your story?
Okay, so Ed, I am basically an IT consultant. So my most of my life resided in the corporate world, working for MNCs in the IT consultants capacity. And 2016 was the year which was wherein the transformation very really started happening within me. So it all started because in January I lost my mother, and when I lost her, I that was the time when I had to think hard that I we all have to leave this world once. We all know this, but how hard this fact hits your mind is where it happened to me in January 2016. And then I decided that okay, one day when I will go, but I have to go with an impact with the world in the world. I cannot leave this world doing a mediocre kind of job, just working for myself. And that was the calling I had. And then I started searching what's in me that I can help people more with. And the more I started diving, so probably it's like, what you want to look for, the universe starts answering those questions. So similar kind of stuff happened with me. So while working, I was seeing a lot of my colleagues, they were ace performers in terms of performance and productivity. When it came to their academic background, quite a few of them were toppers from their school, from their colleges. But yet I could see that the confidence was not there. They were still not getting promoted. The pay rises were not there. They could not ask anything for themselves. Even worse, they even hesitated for fronting themselves on clients call, on getting on calls with clients. They were very good as workers, but they didn't wanted to show their face in front of the clients and be the face. So and I was saddened. It was a very sad situation. So which means that there is something in this whole plethora of how we work which the education system has not given us. Yeah, the top performers and the toppers of the schools and colleges, if they're not able to ask for what they deserve, that means something is missing. And that something missing was probably how you present yourself, your executive presence, your communication, your leadership qualities, your rapport building, your client handling, your negotiation, your conflict management, which is not taught at all while we are in school and college. And because I was doing well in these softer areas, my interest started developing. My visibility was higher with my client, with my bosses. And I could see that, there are my peers who were better than me in terms of work performance, yet, management would not promote them. And hence this became this personal branding, or so to say executive presence, became my area of passion. I started doing more research in it, and also then signed up for certifications into behavioral skills, and did all my certifications, and then became professionally qualified. And that was the year 2016 where eventually I dived as a formal coach in front of the world. And I'm proud that this happened to me. And these 5 years have been really transformative for myself, because what I was 5 years before, I am completely different now. I'm completely my own version too. So I became my first client myself. I implemented all the strategies and everything I learned through my certification and through my observations and research on myself. I'm a completely different personality. Now, because my people around me can see the changes in me, not just physically, but at a mental level also, it's really paying me off. So that's how my story began, and that's how my journey is, and I'm absolutely enjoying what I'm doing.
So can you share what wake ups you in the morning today? So what is the passion and reason for you to do what you do, and how you're helping your clients?
All right. So I do get a lot of calls, from the clients who says that they want specific help. Now, sometimes the specific ask is only to help them with the self confidence,
Mhm.
with with speaking with conviction, and speaking with clarity, and probably helping them with their self esteem as well. So sometimes the ask is as small as this, and probably sometimes the ask is very big, wherein they want to go, the gap is very high, wherein they're here and they really want to go up there.
Mhm.
So it all depends on how what is the kind of need. What I do with my clients is that I first understand what they need and then help them connect back to their story, because you are personal branding is all about your story and how you want the world to perceive yourself through your story. So you need to have a compelling story. I just help them carve their story by looking within themselves. There's a lot of self-reflective exercises which they have to do,
Mhm.
and from that story where they can build on further, yeah, to achieve what they want to achieve in their life. So that is the kind of help I'm literally giving to all my clients.
And what is something which is usually feedback from the clients who are working with you? So, how they remember you, and for the people who are watching this interview, what you can promise them that they can achieve with you based on the feedback of your current clients?
Well, I'll be very crisp in answering this question. The only thing just two words I would like to answer this question with is impact and transformation, because these are the two most commonly used words in my feedback from the clients.
And for you, for someone who is coming from the software background, technology, which is the industry driven by men, dominated by men, so how do you think the future of technology will change when more women will be involved in technology? Because that's something which is happening right now, not only in India but on a global scale, and how that will change the women's life. They will become more like men, or men will become more like women. Is there any insight you have on this topic?
I guess technology is one area which conventionally, yes, we are more male dominated. But the good thing is there is nothing that females cannot ace in this part of this domain. So I do not see females. Why can't females ace it? So giving the digital transformations, especially in the COVID times, COVID has taught that work can be performed equally effectively working from home, being along with the family. So
Yep.
this is going to change the dynamics, to a great extent, wherein lot of women force which was opting out of the workforce because they had to get into the child care and take care of the families, they're coming back to work. So the graph, or the graph which was quite skewed in preference or with males, it's going to balance out eventually in the areas to come. And what is happening is, Ed, because I'm a mother too and I have a 7-year-old daughter, and from last 1 year she is seeing me how I'm working, yeah,
Mhm.
and how the work is there. So these small children, and especially the girl child, she's getting influenced by their mothers. What are they doing? Yeah, it's happening at a very subconscious level, because now I can see when she's standing in front of the mirror, she tries imitating the way I talk. Yeah,
Mhm.
hi, and then so and then she'll try imitating such stuff. She tries asking me question as to what do you do here, how do this happens, what do happens when you click this button. So the interest, which probably could not be nurtured at a very basic level just because the work was all done from the office front, is now started happening at the family front as well, because now our children are seeing us and everything is getting imprinted within their minds subconsciously. So I'm sure women are going to rock in the next 10 years, and men will have to learn how and be prepared how to share leadership positions with them.
That's amazing. And is there any upcoming event in this year? So, what is the plan for you for this year? People who are watching this interview, what is the best way for them to contact you and to connect with you?
All right. So, Ed, COVID was a time where, in January 2020, I had planned something big for my career move. as a coach, but that couldn't happen because COVID shook the world.
Yeah.
And again, I'm a person who takes personal challenges a lot. I'm a very self-driven kind of person, and that in March 2020, I thought I can't let 2020 be a wasteful year for me, and I have to do something which is memorable for me forever in 2020. World would remember 2020 for COVID. I would remember 2020 for something else, and that is when I started. I thought of writing a book, and I'm very pleased and I'm so proud to inform that I'm an author too. This is my book, One Notch Up. Yeah. So this book is on personal branding, and just to give you a little idea of how this book is written to keep my kind of customer avatar in mind, who people who are stuck in mediocrity, but they want to achieve something big in life. So how do they start, and what all steps do they take? So this book has 9 chapters, and each chapter builds on the other chapter, wherein it gives a journey as to where they should start, what they should do, what kind of questions they should be asking themselves, and then how they should proceed to become a personal brand, and how they want the world. So I always say, be the story you want the world to see. So this book is all about how you can be the story you want the world to see. So that's one thing. It just came out January this year, and my event is not just one event, but the whole year I'm going to dedicate, promoting this book, because I have a personal mission of impacting at least 1 million lives through this book. And this can only happen when I am able to reach out to more people. More people buy this book to read, and I see absolutely great feedbacks on the Amazon as well. So this book is available on Amazon. I'm super excited, for people coming back to me after reading it as to how they feel about this book. So this 2021 I'm going to dedicate to promoting my book, because of, and the another reason is I want to come up with a sequel. The sequel will only happen after I have a good amount of reviews from my readers, and to see what next they want. So that's the plan. um, and your question regarding how they can reach me, I am available all over social media, so people can reach me through, they can search Money Jain on LinkedIn. I'm there. Facebook, I'm there on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Otherwise, my website is moneyjain.com, and you will find all social media links there as well.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing information about your book. And of course, we will share the Amazon links so people who are interested in personal branding, they can buy and read these 9 chapters. Amazing. And my last question to you is, since last year was COVID and this year the world started to recover, but kind of health is in a focus. So what do you do personally to keep yourself healthy and to balance all these duties you have? You're a mom of 2, and you are a publisher, you have a business, family, to keep yourself healthy and energized for all these tasks. What do you do on a daily basis? Can you share?
I used to exercise earlier also, which I'm continuing to do. The only shift I've done due to COVID is that the realization has crept that immunity is power. Now, literally, we haven't been looking at immunity the way we used to look at it before 2020. So that is what I've understood. Immunity is power. So my focus has shifted completely to healthy foods, and more so from eating raw foods, raw vegetables and raw fruits. That's one thing. One big change I've done due to COVID. Another big change is I avoid eating after 7 p.m. now, which is really giving me great health benefits. So anything I would like, I'd restrict my diet to 7 p.m. itself. So these are the 2 things which I've changed due to COVID, and I'm COVID has given us lessons which are good lessons, which we'll continue for lifetime. These 2 are, this is a lifestyle change which I've done, which I'll keep continuing, following this. That's what I've done. And regarding the work priorities, I think all you need is to plan a day ahead, um, and set your priorities right. So things like I've literally cut down on my TV watching. I don't see TV at all. I don't invest in binge in entertainment anymore. I've gone more into reading books, I still give time to my family because that's important. And whatever work which I could outsource, I have outsourced that in my life. So I've got a lot of, I've got a domestic help which helps me with cooking and all. So I think that's how I create time for myself. So that's what I've done.
Those are amazing advices. Thank you so much. I like the statement you just mentioned, and immunity is a power, and I cannot agree more with you. That's super, super powerful to keep our health. Thank you, Manny. It's a pleasure to have you in our group, and thank you for sharing information about your book, about your transformation, and how to build a personal brand and how to keep yourself healthy. So for all of you guys who enjoyed this interview, please be free to reach out to Manny, check her book and profiles. And Manny, thank you one more time for this pleasant time with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you very much.